Hey guys, it's Chloe and today I am here with a brand new video. Today I am here with my April wrap-up. I managed to finish 4 things in the month of April, 3 of them being books and 1 of them being a graphic novel. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. It feels like forever since I filmed my March wrap-up, and I mean it's literally only been a month, but it feels like forever. And now we're about to be in, well, by the time this video goes up, it's May. Like, what? I've kind of been in a little bit of a reading slump, just a little bit, but I'm slowly crawling my way out of it. So the first book I finished in April was My Lady Jane by Jodi Meadows, Cynthia Hand, and Brody Ashton. And this was such a good book, surprisingly. I ended up getting this book back in November when I went to a signing that Jodi Meadows was attending. And when I went to Jacksonville with Kathleen from For the Love of Books and Elizabeth from The Owlry, we decided this was the audiobook we were going to listen to, and we started it, and it was hilarious. And I ended up finishing it on my own, but it was so funny and amazing. And apparently there's supposed to be 2 other books coming out, but they won't start coming out until next year, so I guess this is a trilogy, but I'm really looking forward to it. I ended up falling in love with all the characters and just really enjoying it. It's sort of a historical retelling. I guess that's how you could classify it. I don't really read a lot of historical fiction, so this is like a historical retelling, and it was absolutely fantastic. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. It did not qualify for a letter for the A to Z challenge, and for the Pop Sugar challenge, it qualified for a book with a title that is also a character's name, because our main character's name is Jane. The next book I finished in the month of April was Panic by Lauren Oliver. This was the book that I unwrapped to read for April, and I honestly wasn't looking forward to reading this because I had just read Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver in March, and I enjoyed that one but wasn't really looking forward to diving into another one of her books. But because I am dedicated to my unwrappings, I did it. I listened to the audiobook and I got it done, and I unfortunately did not really like this book. It was confusing. There were some parts that I understood, but for the most part I was just confused. Unfortunately, I ended up giving it a 1.5 stars. I don't think I have given any book a 1 this year. Maybe one book that I've given a 1. But other than that, I've been finding so many books so far this year that I just haven't enjoyed, and I find myself giving books different ratings other than just 4s and 5s. For the A to Z challenge, this qualified for the letter P. For the Pop Sugar challenge, this qualified as a book that you purchased from a used book sale, and I'm pretty sure I bought this from the Bookworm, which is a used bookstore. The next book I completed in April was a graphic novel, and it is Saga Volume 7 by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. Saga is one of those graphic novels that I actually consistently keep up with when a new volume is released each year. A continuous adventure. It's one of those graphic novels that is a graphic novel, as in, if you are mature enough to read it, then be my guest. But there is sexual content in it, as well as a lot of violence, so that's definitely something to consider if you are thinking about picking this up. I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. It did not qualify for a letter for the A to Z challenge, and for the Pop Sugar challenge, it qualified as a book that was published in 2017, because this came out in early April. I'm not sure. I know I did talk about it in my most anticipated spring releases of 2017. And finally, the last book that I completed in the month of April, and another book that I talked about in my most anticipated spring releases, and that is Alex and Eliza, A Love Story by Melissa de la Cruz. This came out on April 11th, and it is the Once Upon a Read-Along book of the month for April. This is being filmed early, but I literally finished this book 10 minutes ago, and I freaking loved it. I am like slowly boarding on the Hamilton train. Like, I've listened to like half of the soundtrack, and that's like a slow burning obsession. But I came really late to the game. But this was absolutely phenomenal. I am not a big historical fiction lover, but this is a like historical fiction mixed with a contemporary, and that is like, it was absolutely fantastic. I ended up giving this a 5 out of 5 stars. Of course, it did not qualify for the A to Z challenge, and it did not qualify for the Pop Sugar challenge. But of course, as all Once Upon a Read-Along books go, we're going to be having a live show discussion for this over on Elizabeth's channel. All the information for it is linked down below. It is tomorrow, May 7th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm really excited to talk about this book because, oh my god, I think this is the book that's like pulling me out of my reading slump, because it was fantastic. So guys, that is all I have for this April wrap-up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, if you'd like a behind-the-scenes look at my life, you can check out my second channel, Cloessence. I am changing my content on that channel into a more vlog style, and I'm only going to be uploading once a week on that channel from now on. But if you'd like to check it out nonetheless, the link is in the description below. And if you'd like to see here, please go ahead and click subscribe. I post new videos every Wednesday and Saturday, so click subscribe so you can be updated for when I post those. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!